think about other things. I'm very ambidextrous, so to speak. I can do a lot of things at one time. And I'm willing to do and able to do things in lots of different things.
So, predictably, after another horrible day at his criminal trial, Donald Trump is yet again in a meltdown mode, posting again and making bizarre and weird videos of himself. But as Stormy Daniels just posted, real men respond to testimony by being sworn in and taking the stand in court. Oh wait, never mind. By the way, Stormy Daniels was incredible on cross-exam. Donald Trump's lawyer, Susan Necheles, was trying to attack Stormy Daniels. Stormy Daniels not only stood up for herself on cross-exam, but made Donald Trump and Trump's lawyers look like total fools, according to the transcripts we've read and people who are in the courtroom. You saw our other videos on that. But here's what Donald Trump posted after Stormy Daniels put him in his place at the criminal trial. Trump writes, "This crooked Joe Biden-inspired trial is an attack on his political opponent and on America itself. The corrupt and highly conflicted judge, Juan Merchan, is presiding over the death of New York City and state system of justice. The world is watching!" Exclamation point. By the way, after the criminal trial proceedings, I'll do a whole nother video on this, Donald Trump's lawyers requested a mistrial based on certain testimony by Stormy Daniels that Donald Trump's lawyers elicited, one that Donald Trump's lawyers didn't object to. Justice Merchan was like, y'all asked Stormy Daniels these questions. She was answering your questions also on direct testimony, Ms. Necheles, Susan Necheles, Donald Trump's lawyer. You didn't even object to what Stormy Daniels was saying, so don't come here now playing the victim when you didn't do your job as lawyers and when you opened the door to this testimony. What else has Donald Trump been doing? He's posting things like this, just randomly making videos of himself, saying that Charlottesville was like peanuts, he says. It was like peanuts. This is what he's talking about. Play this clip.
Crooked Joe Biden would say constantly that he ran because of Charlottesville. We know that's not true. And in any case, he's done a really terrible job because Charlottesville is like a peanut.
Also, Donald Trump is spending his time making, really just horrible statements about Jewish people. Here, play this clip.
And if Jewish people are going to vote for Joe Biden, they have to have their head examined.
Here's another video that Donald Trump made. I mean, how outrageous, how horrific. Play this clip.
If you're Jewish and you vote for him, I say shame on you.
And by the way, when Donald Trump was in court for his trial, he said that as well. Like, that's what's on his mind right now, saying that Jewish people should be ashamed of themselves if they don't vote for him. No, you should be ashamed of yourself for your entire existence. Here, play this clip.
Are you happy it was there?
Thank you very much. What Biden is doing with respect to Israel is disgraceful. If any Jewish person voted for Joe Biden, they should be ashamed of themselves. He's totally abandoned Israel, as nobody can believe it. I guess he feels good about it because he did it as a political decision. You have to do the right decision, not the political decision.
By the way, in part of these pathetic videos that Donald Trump was making during this meltdown, he posted that he goes, "I'd rather vote for President Biden over RFK Jr. RFK Jr. is a Democrat plant." By the way, you and Steve Bannon and Sean Hannity and all right-wing media tried to prop up RFK Jr. He's someone who, y'all are actually, helping to fund. And now when you see that he's taking votes away from you in some of the recent polling, now you attack him? Watch how cowardly he is. Here, play this clip.
I'd even take Biden over Jr. because our country would last about a year or two longer than it would with Jr. It would collapse almost immediately, and his family, a radical left, a crazy left, a bunch of lunatics, would take over, and our country will die very quickly. So RFK's views on vaccines are fake, as is everything else about his candidacy. He is not a Republican, so don't think you're going to vote for him and feel good. He's a radical left Democrat. Let the Democrats have RFK Jr. They deserve him.
Here's his other post. Letter to Joe. He goes, that would be President Biden, Donald Trump. Dear Joe, now that you've committed to debate on the now dying Howard Stern show, no less, let's set it up right now. I'm ready to go anywhere that you are. We could do it in D.C., even pinpoint the White House, or in New York when your radical left fascists are finished with election interference against your political opponent, me. Just take a look at this post and how he looks. Like, how strange is this? By the way, the debates will take place when the debates will take place. There will be invites that will be sent out. They'll take place in the normal course, and we could roll back this tape when that happens. I am fairly confident Donald Trump will say, it's so unfair, I won't do it, it's a setup, you're having this journalist ask the questions. I am fairly confident. Let me know what you think. There's no way Donald Trump is going to debate. President Biden will hold up just fine, and Donald Trump will talk about what? How he wants to take away women's reproductive rights. He'll talk about how he's replaced our national anthem with his J6 anthem. He's going to, talk about how he canceled Roe v. Wade and how proud he is about that. He's going to praise Vladimir Putin and Kim Jong-un. It's just, you want to talk about that hypothetical debate? Okay, this is Donald Trump talking about canceling Roe in an interview he just did. Here, play this clip.
They've tried to cancel Roe v. Wade for many years, and for most of that time, the whole thing was they wanted it back in the hands of the states so the people in the states could vote. And that's what's happened, and it's working out quite well, actually.
Here's Donald Trump saying that he thinks that states should monitor women's pregnancies. Here, play this clip.
Running that say that you would support certain states with bans monitoring a woman's pregnancy.
Well, that would be up to the states. Again, they will make a decision as to how they do it.
And on the other hand, here's President Biden during a recent interview that President Biden just did, where President Biden's asked, it's an odd question. I mean, it was a good interview, but it's an odd question. Why do you think that you're going to create jobs where Donald Trump didn't? I don't know, maybe because President Biden's actually created 15 million jobs and Donald Trump didn't. Like when Donald Trump lost 3 million jobs, when President Biden was in Wisconsin, how about President Biden's actually building the factory there, where Foxconn, which was just that, a con by Donald Trump, where Donald Trump said, this is going to be the 8th wonder of the world that we're building, and that didn't happen. Here, this is how President Biden will answer these questions in the debate. Play this clip.
So Trump attended a groundbreaking here where we are for Foxconn. He promised 13,000 jobs, and only about 1,000 of those actually exist right now. So I know you're promising more than 2,000 union construction jobs, and that 100,000 people are going to get trained in AI here. Why should people here believe that you will succeed at creating jobs where Trump failed?
He's never succeeded in creating jobs, and I've never failed. I've created over 15 million jobs just since I've been president. 15 million in 3.75 years. And secondly, Microsoft is a serious player, and they're very much engaged in making sure that they pick this area as sort of the home base for their AI initiative in the nation.
By the way, did you hear the story from Washington Post that just broke? What Trump promised oil CEOs as he asked them to steer $1 billion to his campaign. $1 billion. So what Trump said to these oil executives, and the Washington Post has the scoop, is that if they give his campaign $1 billion, which he needs because he's not able to raise money, that he will give them anything they want, that he'll allow them to write any executive orders for him, and he'll do everything they want. But they've got to give his campaign $1 billion, he says, as part of the Trump. By the way, as Gavin Newsom says, Big Oil is literally writing up executive orders for Trump to sign on day one with the promise of $1 billion in return. He's giving away our planet in return for cash. Have we just accepted this as the new norm? And of course we will not accept this as the new norm. By the way, here is Donald Trump, again, at the criminal trial, talking about how Americans are a bigger threat than China or Russia. Play this clip.
Today we have Rick Scott here, Senator Rick Scott. We have other politicians here. We have many people that support the outside of this building is closed down like Fort Knox. Nobody's ever seen. We have so many police down here. New York's finest have the yard. New York's finest. They just told what to do, but they don't have them at Columbia. They don't have them at NYU or any other place. This is like a Carmen's camp down here, and you have nothing to worry about. Believe me. Your problem is from the left, it's not from the right. Big problem from the left. It's from within our country. That's a bigger, in my opinion, a bigger danger than China or Russia. You have it from the outside and you have it from within. From within is a bigger danger to our country, and it's from the left, not from the right.
Oh, by this way, our editorial team at MeidasTouch.com found this photo from the NFT event that Donald Trump was holding on Wednesday. Remember, Donald Trump held an event on Wednesday, not campaigning, but for people who bought his NFT cards, where like people came in and they had their $450,000 Hermes Birkin bags with them. And then Donald Trump at this event was like, "You're all rich. Look at all the rich people. You're doing billions of dollars up there." Here, this is what everybody at the event got. It's a little piece of butter, and it says, "Buy Trump sneakers. Get 10% off. Act now." Buy 10% off. Act now. That's what they're doing.